To all our Sports Today family members, here are the latest sporting headlines that's making the rounds this Friday in the world of sports. Now, the first major news, we are only 1 day away from the start of the second test in Barsapara, and a call on Shubman Gill's availability will be taken today. If Rishabh Pant comes for the press conference, it means that Shubman Gill isn't playing. Shubman Gill coming for the Guwahati test match when you know that he's got a neck spasm, when you know that he's in a brace, why on earth did they risk him coming to Barsapara? That is the one question that the Indian team management has not answered at this point. Gill, most likely, 99% is not playing the test match. So that is why Shubman Gill's availability, the call will be taken today as to whether he will be available for this match or he'll be not available for this. So we are just awaiting the press conference that will come at around 1 o'clock or something, 1:45. That is the time of the press conference where Rishabh Pant is going to be there. So let's see how that pans out. South Africa are sweating on their own fitness issues with Kagiso Rabada. Apparently, he is also not going to play the test match. But the look of the wicket, it's a new wicket. Everybody doesn't know how it is going to pan out. So that's why there is a lot of intrigue, mystique over how the Barsapara wicket is going to play. So that is why Shubman Gill is not going to play. What are the changes India will make? We'll be discussing that today in the dugout. So that will be a very interesting topic. Now, in the Ashes, the first session has seen Australia run roughshod over England. Mitchell Starc taking 3 wickets, including Joe Root for a duck. Joe Root wanting to salvage something remarkable in Australia. Remember, he's never scored 100 in Australia, but he's gotten off to the worst possible start, getting out for 0 against Australia. If you look at it, last time also in Brisbane, when he started out, he fell for a duck in the 2021 series. Here also, he's fallen for a 3-ball duck here. So that's why Mitchell Starc has run roughshod, but Harry Brook has ensured that, okay, there's some kind of calmness in the proceedings. And Scott Boland, Brendan Doggett, they have tried their best to ensure that they keep the runs to a minimum. But unfortunately, if Starc is picking wickets, Boland and Doggett have looked a bit iffy at this point in time. So England have kind of bounced back. At the time of doing this morning wrap, they were 78 for 3. But they are trying to make a comeback at this point in time. So yes, it is looking good for Australia. It's a good start, but England also, they have kind of stabilized things at this point in time. So it's going to be very, very interesting. This Ashes test match, the build-up, Starc once again stuck in the first over. Yet again. So that's why he's a legend at this point in time, Mitchell Starc. Then when you have to look at other cricketing news, India A will be taking on Bangladesh A in the Rising Superstars. It's going to be a very important game because we are most likely looking at an India versus Pakistan clash again in the final this time. So this is going to be a very interesting battle. The top order, barring Vaibhav Suryavanshi, has failed a bit in this Rising Stars Asia Cup. So it will be very interesting to see how they respond to the challenge this time around. But there is one more intrigue at this point in time when you have to look at cricket. Mushfiqur Rahim and the rest of the Bangladesh team have ensured that they are in a great position against Ireland. Ireland already have lost half their side and they are still staring at a huge deficit at this point. Then when we move to the world of other sports, after the gap of 1 day, the Chess World Cup begins. Unfortunately, no Indian in the fray, but still 3 candidates spot up for grabs. Nadirbek Yakuboyev and Javokir Sindarov, and then Wei taking on Andrei Esipenko. So that's why this is going to be a very interesting Chess World Cup at this point. Yes, no Indians, but 3 candidate spot still up for grabs. In the world of boxing, we have seen something phenomenal for the India women's contingent as well as for the men, because India have ended with 9 gold medals in the World Boxing Finals, and it is truly a remarkable achievement indeed. You look at it, Meenakshi Huda, Nikhat Zareen, Jasmine Lamboria, Preeti, then Arundhati Chaudhary, then Nupur Sheoran, then you've got Hitesh Gulia, all of them and one more individual have managed to get 9 gold medals in this competition. They have comfortably finished on top of the table when you have to look at the World Boxing Finals. Today, there is going to be a press conference where they will be honored. So that's why we will bring you some interviews from that press conference as well. So do check out Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Then when you look at the Australian Open Badminton, Ayush Shetty has unfortunately crashed out. And that is where you look at it. Lakshya Sen put on a great show, and Lakshya Sen now has gone into the semi-finals. Only one more Indian duo is left in the fray, and that is Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, and Chirag Shetty. Their game might start pretty soon, so that's why it'll be very interesting to see how against the likes of Fikri and Alfian will they do well. So that's why Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, and Chirag Shetty, they'll also be aiming to do well at this point in time. So Nashley is saying, look at the wicket of Starc's wicket, look at Duckett's wicket, it was amazing. And morning, Starc's destruction, what a spell indeed. Mitchell Starc truly is one of the greats of the game, and that's why we are honored. We are honored to see him. That's what Ian Bishop had said at this particular point in time. So yes, that is the news that we are giving you in this morning wrap. We will be building up for the India-South Africa game as well. The press conference is going to come. Let's see if Shubman Gill is also available. Most likely, he is not. He is not playing the Parsapara test match. So that's why it is the big thing. So yes, home test loss is the biggest low, Rahul Dravid. You can say that yes, it is the lowest of low. But then remember, you haven't lost the series. If you manage to draw the series, there'll be some silver linings in the dark cloud. So, but then it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good at this point in time. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.